Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. How the heck are you? Hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today we got comics. We got a good old-fashioned comic call from like the last 2 weeks, and I've got some old school Submariner. Yes, I'm still on the Submariner and his winged feet. I've also got a CGC unboxing, but it's more like an unwrapping. It was delivered in this like weird manila envelope, and I smelt it, kind of gave it a whiff, and it definitely had some hints of Corona on there, and I was like, ooh, whoa, never can be too careful, okay? I have to quote Paul Atreides from Dune. Fear is the mind killer. Keep that in mind, okay? And I think God mentioned it a few times in the Bible. Do not fear, okay? Just be cool, man. But be prepared. Go out there, get yourself some rice, get some beans, get some Hot Pockets, get some Doritos and Mountain Dew, and get a video game. Just be cool, stay cool. Take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe fart in public every once in a while, you know, just let off some steam. Some of you are probably like, ew, Corona jokes? Now's not the time, sir. Thumbs down. Inappropriate. There is no joke off the table, okay? You can joke about anything you want. That's what comedy's for. It enables you to vent your frustrations and dissatisfaction with the way things are, and that's just the beauty of comedy. It's fine. Joke about anything you want, unless you got that weird sense of humor like James Gunn. What's with that guy? That guy's weird. Anyway, let's get to the comics. Marvel, Doctor Doom, number 6. You got the original Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew up there, one of my favorite female heroes ever, and probably like one of the most aesthetically pleasing. That's right, I said it, aesthetically pleasing heroes. Man, what a beautiful cover. I was looking at this and I was just like, I want that. I remember picking up issue number 1 and liking it, but it was at a time when I had to like kind of cut back on some books. I was like, nah. And this is like coming from a guy who was just like getting frustrated by new comics, but at the same time, there's a contrarian nature in myself that I've never been able to shake. It's in my blood, in my bones, in my marrow. When I hear some of the people like just saying, oh, new comics are not for me anymore. Ew, new comics gross. I only collect Bronze Age. Oh, I stopped collecting back in the 90s. I stopped collecting the 70s. Hear this? What is this, stamp collecting? No, I live, breathe comics. I want to read more comics. I just go the other way. So I was like, hey, you got any more Doom? And the lady around the shop, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, really? And she's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'll take him. Issue number 2. Issue number 3. Mephisto. Man, that guy's a jerk. Number 4. Oh. Issue number 5? Issue number 5. I lost count. Man, you think all the Sesame Street I've been watching lately? Man, I'd be all over this, but I'm not. X-Men number 7 with a nice Apocalypse cover. I can tell you right now that I do not like the other X-Men books. Dished them all. Especially X-Force, where they try to make, you know, assassinations, drug peddling, you know, your basic CIA stuff, sexy and cool, and it's not. I hate that book. I hate that freaking book. Taking a moral stance, you know, and if you're like, what? Come on, the CIA is cool. I've seen it in movies. I don't know, maybe you should Google some things. Bing it. DuckDuckGo it. If you can hear me right now, I'm not suicidal. What's cool about this is like, it seems like maybe, just maybe, Cyclops was starting to express some doubt. And he's like, I wonder if this just doesn't feel right to me. He tries to go to Wolverine. Wolverine's like, I'm busy drinking beer. You know, I'm just Wolverine. What are you gonna do? It's just plain old Wolverine, like ignoring, you know, like 20 years of his character development. But whatever, it's fine. And he's like, okay. He goes and talks to Nightcrawler. He's like, is this strange? Is this weird what we're doing here? I mean, Apocalypse is about to just sacrifice some child, you know, and kill her, and then they'll you know, because she's a depowered mutant. You have to stand up and fight Apocalypse. He beats the crap out of you, and then, you know, to express your worthiness and your commitment to the mutant agenda, and they'll bring you back as your former self, powered. It's basically a slaughter. It's a sacrifice. And Nightcrawler's like, yeah, I'm not so sure, but it's just basically Nightcrawler and Cyclops talking in circles. Come on, guys, are you serious? I still think it's interesting, but I'm very disappointed. I was really hoping that they would be like, maybe that's the spark. Maybe 25 issues from now, maybe one of them will have the cojones and go, nope, burn it all down, burn it. Punisher, Soviet, number 4, Garth Ennis. Oh, so you know it's gonna be hardcore. It's Garth Ennis, right? Really good art. My stomach is killing me. It's either those 10 Hot Pockets I ate, the Philly cheesesteak kind, or it's Corona. Thumbs down! If you like Punisher, if you like Garth Ennis, if you like your stomach to get all twisted like it's full of Mountain Dew, Doritos, and Hot Pockets, check out Punisher, Soviet. X-Men, Fantastic Four, pretty cool Terry Dodson cover. Okay, what's the deal with this book? Like, why should I even bother reading this? Well, first of all, Chip Zdarsky writes it. That's a plus. Terry Dodson does the artwork. That's another plus. But the main thing about this is if you're tired of the new current X-Men agenda and their subversion of multiple cultures around the world and their drug dealing and their assassinations, if you're like, that doesn't sit well with me. Well, this is kind of a cool book to read because it's like, it seems to be the only book that has any kind of criticism towards that new agenda. So that's why I think it's kind of interesting. So it's still a solid book, but I'm just not sure if it really has, it's really delivering much of a point. It feels like this book is still on a leash. Like they're reining in Chip just a little bit. Like, no, we'll give you just this much. And after that, you have to back off because Hickman's in charge. Vinland Saga, Volume 8. Yes, definitely my go-to book right now. I'm obsessed with this book. I'm digging it. I read this before I read all my current comics. I usually go to this first. I've heard good things about the anime. There's an anime version of this. I just can't do it. I've tried. I've been with these characters for, it seems like forever now. There's so many freaking volumes of it, but their voices are in my head, and they're from Britain, they're from Greenland, they're from Iceland, and when you watch the beautifully drawn anime, it's just, I can't get over the voices. It's like, I'm just gonna read it. Batman number 90. Yes, 90. I think 89 sold out like that because there's some rumors about first appearances, so no one got it. Oh, I got it. It's for sale for $1,000 if you want it. The storyline so far for this is actually pretty interesting and fun. It's worth sticking around for. It's not mind-blowing Batman, but I kind of like it. It's got this secret plot. You got all these villains that are together. They made a deal with each other, and that's what's breaking these two up because Catwoman was involved in that. She never shared it with him, and she should have. You know, come on. Stop being a lying slut. Basketball of Heads by Joe Hill and some other guy. Nothing happens in this. Like, not much at all. It's just talking and talking and talking. It's just like you're watching some kind of Quentin Tarantino diner scene. Last God, number 5. You know what? I can tell you right now, the interior art is so much better than this cover. I don't know why this person keeps doing the covers. The interior art is so much better by Ricardo Frederici. Definitely recommend it if you're into fantasy, but do not jump on this series now. Avoid it. And finally, I've been picking up some Submariner. This is issue number 7. It's a great, awesome photo cover of New York City. Look at that. There's like a parade going on back when everyone had jobs and things to do. It was a better time, but a beautiful cover. Man, I love it. I put in some Mylar, so you'll think that I paid a lot of money for it, but I didn't. I think I paid $5 for this. Is that a good deal? Message me. Am I a fool? This is a big deal for me. I'm a huge New Warriors fan. Huge. I might be the #1, the biggest New Warriors fan. I've got a t-shirt. And I've got all their first appearances. Now, Submariner number 50. This is the first appearance of Namorita. Ooh, look at these. And they got these crabmen. This is great. This is a great book. When I bought this thing, I've been searching. This is on my eBay watch list for like months. And I finally found this for a great price at a convention. Like small convention. It was great though. It was very cool. I was like, you know what this is? After I paid for it. You know what this is? This is the first appearance of Namorita. Is it? Yeah. Of the New Warriors. Like, okay. There was no reaction. I was like, sucker. Pretty special book. Another one that I've had on my watch list for a long time. But it's in a manila envelope. Like I said, it definitely has that vibe, that virus vibe. It's just a killer week sweet book. If I get this damn thing on here. There we go. Not a big deal. 1968 Iron Man and Submariner #1 Marvel Comics. This looks beautiful. So this predates Submariner #1 and Iron Man #1. Look at Iron Man busting those rocks. I love it. It's like visceral. It's like, boom. Yeah, the power of Iron Man. And you got the glory of the winged ankles of Prince Namor. I just think it's an awesome book to have. I think it's cool. It's reasonably priced. You can get this all day long for on the cheap skis. You got Namor, you got Doom, the two best jerks in Marvel. Beautiful book. And I've just been on this gigantic Submariner kick. I was just like, this dude is awesome. I mean, I loved John Byrne's run, but I'm like, man, I need to know more about old Prince Namor. Old Namor, what's his name, Mackenzie? Sounds so funny. What a great last name. Man. But nothing beats Jack Russell. That's the best alias ever. Spade into your pets. Remember, fear is the mind killer.